No, Judge, we did.
So, Judge, I met with the defendant with defense in the room.
Oh, okay.
I'll let defense.
Your Honor, I showed him some video of the alleged assault, I believe. Of course, I haven't gone through the state's discovery, but this, in my opinion, is a child out of control. She's on juvenile probation in Tarrant County, according to her mother. The complaint says that she caused bodily injury by grabbing her. I mean, the complaining witness has a statue. She's threatening to get a knife. She's bigger and stronger than my client. My client's called the police numerous times.
This is why we appoint.
And so
there's always two sides, right?
I think this is almost enabling the child. When the police come, the police saw all this, but they're so sick of going out there. They're like, we're somewhere.
But I don't understand why they wouldn't, if you see this. Michael, did you see it?
I saw the video, Judge. I based off of what I saw and what.
Okay, pause for a second. This is huge. The prosecutor just said he's unopposed to removing the residency restriction and not granting a MOPE. In courtroom language, that's basically the state saying, we're not pushing for extra punishment here. Why? Because the video evidence plus the defense explanation paints a very different picture than the original complaint.
Defense told me I'm unopposed to removing the residency restriction, to not granting a MOAP at all, and to just.
No MOAP.
I wouldn't.
Okay, I mean, if that's what you think, I'll go with what you think.
Based off what they're telling me, Judge, and I did corroborate some of the information as well. We're just going to subpoena the CPS records to take a look.
Come up, Ms. Walker. Come up. So I guess the $25 million question is, how do you wrangle in a child who's out of control?
I've been doing everything in my power to love her, do everything to help her get some type of mental help. I've had her admitted to several programs. I've even contacted CPS myself personally, had them come out to the house. She got up and walked out.
This reveal right here is where the stakes shoot through the roof. A 15-year-old on juvenile probation for trying to stab her older sister. That's not teenage rebellion. That's a full-scale crisis. Judges don't often show their shock, but you can hear it in his tone. Legally, this explains why the court is suddenly more cautious. Once violence and probation violations enter the picture, every decision becomes a potential safety risk.
On us, I've tried therapy, I've tried medication.
Hell hath no fury as a scorned 15-year-old. I tell you what, I mean, I remember I was 15. Oh God. And I hope it doesn't, I mean, I know it's going to happen to me, but what's she on probation for?
Trying to stab her older sister, my other daughter.
And that's in Tarrant County.
In Tarrant County.
And a juvenile case.
Another felony.
Okay, so I'm at your disposal. I guess whatever you want, ma'am. I'll take off I won't do the order for protection. Just be careful, you know. I won't put Michael, I'm not gonna put any conditions either, I guess, you know.
I would just say no threatening or harassing, Judge, if the court's inclined to do that. This is some sort of.
I mean, how do you handle a 15-year-old?
How can you be a parent if, it's almost like you're disarmed and the child can do whatever she wants. And if you touch me, well, then you're going to jail, Mom.
Correct.
No, I mean, imagine that. The child will have unfettered access to.
And the
Just
arresting
wreak
officer
havoc.
told her, if you feel triggered, you can leave and take a walk. Well, that walk turned into her being gone for 7 days.
My Lord. You can bring her here. She'll come here. I can try to talk to her.
Yeah.
Show her the jail. I don't know.
She's in the jail in Tarrant County already because she continues to violate.
Well, that's the juvenile detention. It's not the same thing.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know how worse juvenile detention is versus regular.
And she had an ankle monitor, but it was cut off.
It's not like the jail.
Really?
Yeah, they're in plain clothes. They're not in handcuffs. They have plenty of hours.
Really?
It's completely different.
It might as well be a playground.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not like Dr. Phil where he sends them to the.
No.
Okay.
It's a playground.
I'm not going to put any, just be careful. It's evident she's bringing you down too. And I'm so sorry for it. You're welcome to come bring her here. We'll try to help you out.
Yes.
If she'll listen to me, I'll try to talk to her or whatever you need. We're at your disposal,
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You ever need funds for anything, just let me know.
Okay.
That's why, I wanted to appoint you someone because there's always two sides, right? we get one side here, but a lot of times you don't get the other side. And a lot of times we take that for granted, and it's good to have another ear in, just so that we always know we get a complete picture, and it's just so important. So
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry you're going through that, and I hope it gets better. You know, if you keep loving, I gotta imagine she's gonna get better, really. Because I tell you, I was the same way. Hell on wheels, you know, and if it weren't.
All right, brace yourself. This next segment is the judges. Life lesson mode turned up to 100. Notice how he shifts from legal consequences to personal responsibility, future regret, and long-term impact. This isn't just sentencing, it's a full-on attempt to scare the defendant straight before the consequences lock in forever.
For my folks, holy moly, I don't know where I would be, you know, really. So, okay, man, thanks. So we've given you a lawyer. Just stay in touch with James. He'll tell you when to come back, what you need to do. I'll waive your appearance. You don't have to waste your time to come into court. Just stay in touch, and then you guys work it out, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Thank
best
you.
of luck to you.
So it's the protective order and the,
No conditions,
and the no
no,
conditions. Okay,
just,
well, just hold on to it, but,
yeah, we'll shred it, just shred it,
okay.
okay?
Thank you. Just lapse.
Who ready to do that plea on Leo?
Okay, of course.
Mr. Leo?
Mr. Michael, what was his last name again?
Leo was the last.
That's right.
Terrence Leo.
You know, Mr. Leo, you got into this program, and may not be today, may not be tomorrow, may not be in a year, but one day you're going to kick yourself for not making this work, because now this DWI will go on your record. It will be there for the rest of your life. It's even there after you die. And this is important, because if you ever get pulled over in the car, first thing an officer does is they look at your record. If they see that you have a prior DWI and they come up and they smell weed on your car, they smell alcohol, what do you think they're going to do to you? Right. What we're doing today, from now on, you are facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. No more catch and release. Do you understand? So if you want to get lit, you want to have 52 beers, 32 joints, don't get into a car, because you do, there's going to be a lot to pay. Not only that, but there is a surcharge of around $3,000 in this case that you'll be responsible for. Not to mention the court cost, which is another $500 something. Yeah, when you get a DWI, it's really expensive. You get a second DWI, it's around $7,000 in fines and fees and surcharges. And if you don't pay it, you don't get a license. And you don't get a license until you pay it. So it will be in an indefinite suspension. Do you understand? DWI in Harris County, it's big business. Not only that, it's so dangerous, it's ridiculous. So how do they get you to recognize that? By hitting you where it hurts, in the pocketbook. You give up a lot of rights by entering this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen or possible immigration consequence, you can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, it will go on your record. Like I said, it'll be there forever. You can never come back and complain about this. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I will find you guilty, and I will sentence you to 3 days in jail. I'll give you credit for the 4 that you've done. I'm going to suspend your license for 180 days. Do not drive until you get a license. So what are you doing with yourself these days?
Looking for a job.
When was the last time you even had a full-time job?
Last time it's been like 4 months since I couldn't get Ubers back and forth because it was like 40 minutes away, so I couldn't afford the Uber. So they basically let me off because I couldn't show up. So I've been done 11 interviews. I've done a lot of applications as well. I've been just trying to find me a job.
Did you graduate from high school?
Yes.
Okay. You know, the idea in life is that you are young and you bust your ass when you're young, so you don't end up 70 years old without a pot to piss in. Because I'm going to tell you, the older you get, the more difficult life gets. And if you don't have a pot to piss in when you're older, life will be all the more difficult. You work hard, you set yourself up now so that you have a future and that you have a nest egg when you're old, because You're not going to be young and vibrant forever. At some point, your knees start hurting, your back gives out, you get bald, you get fat, you get ugly, you smell bad, you get hair where you never know it even existed and start coming out. It doesn't get easier. And if you don't have money, this life will really suck for you. So you work hard now so that you have money in the future and take vacations. You buy nice cars. People divorce now because all they do is they fight and they fight about money. That's why half of this population is divorced, because they ain't got no money. Do something with yourself, Mr. Leo. I will give you this now. I will roll your court costs and I will quash your otherwise $3,000 surcharge. But if you come back, look forward to HE double hockey sticks, if you catch my drift. If you understand, next time it's going to cost you big. Do something with your life. Don't be a wasteoid like. Good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thanks, Joe. Well, you know, Mr. Leo, we want what's best for you. What you're doing now is you're doing nothing. And you will end up as a nothing. Just smoking weed all day. You got to stop. All right. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks, Joe. I'm making your bond conditions severe. I want you to understand, no more fake IDs, no alcohol,
Situation again, promise.
no illegal drugs, and I'm going to test you. I will test you 40 to 45 days from today. If you test positive for marijuana again, that tells me that you've continued to smoke. I will put you in jail. You will not get any more PR bonds, and I don't care if you're kicking and screaming and praying to Allah that it wasn't this. I don't care. You will go into custody. You are on notice now. Forewarned is fair warned. Do you understand?
Sir.
All you have to do is stay in school, graduate, don't use.
I know,
Do you understand?
sir.
Okay, we've given you a lawyer. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with Jillian, and she will tell you when you have to come back to court. If you test positive, or I'm sorry, negative, at that point, we'll just give you a normal reset, but you are still under bond conditions not to use.
Sir.
Because they can call you in at any time to come test.
Sir.
Understand?
Sir.
Okay? All right, Jillian, thanks. That's it.